What's up, everybody? Just wanted to take a couple minutes today to show you this Brent Mason style solo. Now, I got my inspiration for this from the Shania Twain song, You Win My Love. But let's make note, this is not note for note, just like the record for that solo. I'm just showing you some stuff you can use in that style. These are Brent Mason style licks that you can use. Now, we're going to do this out of the key of E. The Shania Twain song was in the key of F sharp. I've dropped it down a whole step, and we're going to do it out of the key of E. So we're mainly focusing on playing over two chords here. We're focusing on playing over the E chord or the 1 chord, over the A chord or the 4 chord, and then we're finishing it by going up to the 5 chord or the B chord, right? So that's what we're focused on. Now, let's play through this. I'll break this down lick by lick for you. I'll have tabs for this over on my Patreon page as well, so go check that out. There'll be a link down below for you. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm sliding from 2 to 4 on the G string for this first lick. Right, that's the first lick I'm doing. And this first lick, I'm actually thinking out of 6th here. I'm thinking out of the key of E major, and I'm playing out in 6th. So that's playing in 6th right there. And what do I mean by 6th? I mean, I'm playing the E major scale 6 intervals apart. So there's 2 notes, and these 2 notes are 6 intervals apart out of that scale. Okay? There was a real popular lesson I did a couple years back, Guitars and Cadillacs by Dwight Yoakam. You remember that? Remember? And that second solo had a little... that little lick there. You get those bends right? Anyway, that was playing in 6. Those licks right there, that's over A, over E. That's playing in 6th. So basically those notes are 6 intervals apart over the major scale, right? So this is over the A major scale, E major scale. So this lick right here, I'm doing the same thing down here. Right, so that's what I'm thinking out of when I go into this first lick. Okay? So I'm sliding in with my ring finger, 2 to 4 on G, and then plucking the little E string on 4 with my pinky on the left hand here. Now with my right hand, I'm playing pick and then plucking with my middle finger. So, hey, and that creates an E chord tone. Right? Okay? All right, so we've got that. Then I do this little pull-off lick here. Right? What I'm doing is I'm keeping my pinky on the 4th fret. Excuse me. Keeping my pinky on the 4th fret of the little E string down here. And I'm doing this double stop here where I'm coming down to the 3rd fret with my ring finger, 3rd fret of the B string, and I'm playing it while I'm playing the 4th fret of the little E. So sounds like this, and I'm pulling off to the 2nd fret of the B string, and I've got my 1st finger there. So I'm having to use my middle finger and my ring finger on my right hand to pluck this. So, okay, and then I'm resolving that by coming back down to the 4th fret of the G. So, okay, then I do this. So it's a double stop lick where I'm kind of going in reverse here. I'm playing the 2nd fret of the B, 4th fret of the little E, and then playing 3rd fret of the B string with my middle finger. So I've got slowly. Okay, so that's the first thing, is just getting the phrasing down. You're sliding into this solo with a pickup, right? So I'm doing this lick beforehand. So the 1, the downbeat of the first measure of the solo is actually when you get here and you pluck that little E string on the 4th fret. So that slide in is actually a pickup into the solo. Okay? That's your first lick right there. All right? And then from that, I'm doing a little double stop walk down here, which is just outlining the E chord or the E dominant 7. Okay? What I'm doing there is I'm going middle fingers on the 3rd fret of the B string, ring fingers on the 4th fret of the G string. Okay, and I'm plucking the B and the G with my right hand. Moving that shape down 1 fret each. Okay. and then barring the 2nd fret, G and B string, and then plucking the D string 2nd fret, and then doing this hammer on. Okay, hammering on the 1st fret with my 1st finger with the G string while I play the B string open. So slowly. Okay, that's section 1, all right? Section 2, now that section 1, it's all over the E chord. Once again, we're just playing over the E major chord. Now we go to the A chord, and you can clearly hear in this next lick here, you can clearly hear he's bringing out that A by going. So here I'm kind of thinking out of like my A pentatonic, A minor pentatonic. Right? Kind of what I'm thinking out of there. That's the lick we're doing. So slowly. Right? So what I'm doing is I'm doing a slide in to, and it doesn't really matter where you start the slide. You can start it down here and come all the way up. That's kind of what he's doing. Okay? What I'm sliding into is the 7th fret of the G string with my ring finger, and that's the 9th fret. 9th fret of the G string ring finger, 8th fret of the B string with my middle finger. Okay? Like I said, that's just straight out of. And then I come back down. Well, I'm sliding down from the 9th fret of the G down to the 7th fret of the G, so. When I'm sliding down, I'm doing a pull off, so I'm not actually plucking the 7th fret, I'm plucking the 5th fret. Actually, I'm not even plucking the 5th fret, I'm doing a pull off there. And then I'm plucking the 7th fret of the D string. So it's hard to explain some of this stuff, it's easier just to play it. So let me play that slowly for you. So coming out of this, let's see here. Okay, coming into that. So that's probably one of the hardest parts right there, is doing that shape. And you're not actually keeping that shape when you slide down. You don't want to slide that whole thing down. Once you slide into that, you want to lift your middle finger up and just slide down with your ring finger here that's on the 9th fret. So you're just mainly sliding down on the G string. Okay, and it happens pretty quick. Okay, and then once you get down there to the 7th fret of the D string, so you're doing this, and this is kind of like a Jerry Reed thing here. Doing a double stop on the 7th fret of the B and G string, okay, and then playing the D string on the 7th fret, okay, and then you're doing this double stop 5th fret barred here, B and G string, and hammering onto the 6th fret on G. So you've got. Resolve it by playing the root note A over the A chord. So you're playing root note A on the D string. So okay, that sets you up right here out of your F shape or E shape from the cage system. And now you're just doing this double stop descending lick over A. Okay, and I'm thinking A7 here. So this is my A major. I go down to my flat 7, which is G, right? Which is the flat 7 of A. So let's see. I'm sliding that down, and what I'm doing, that's the 5th fret of the B string, 6th fret of the G string. Double stop that, slide it down a whole step. So I'm sliding down to 3 on B, 4 on G. Okay. And then I pluck the D string 5th fret. Okay. And I play that again, that position. Then I come down to the 2nd fret, double stop here, G and B string. Let's see here. Then I do this hammer on again that I did earlier. Both strings open, G and B. Hammer on to the 1st fret of the G. Okay, so chromatic walk down on the D string, 2, 1 open, and then slide from 1 to 2 on the A string, and then play your B chord here, right? So this is, like I said, this solo is a really, really cool solo. It's kind of hard to explain this, but like I said, it's such a cool little lick and cool solo when you can get it down. So that second half of the solo, again, really slow. Okay, let me play through the whole thing slow for you once again. So section 1, we've got this slide in. That's section 1, section 2. Cool. Once again, I know this is kind of hard to explain and go through. There will be tabs. I urge you to go over to my Patreon page. For a really low monthly fee, you can have access to the tabs for all this stuff, and I've got a lot of other cool bonus content there too. So even if you just sign up for a month just to get the tabs for this, you know, that'll help me out a bunch. So, but yeah, go check out the tabs for this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I've got some other stuff I got to work on. I got a show coming up this weekend. I got a rehearsal tomorrow night, so I got to prep for that. But just wanted to take a couple minutes to share this with you guys. Hope y'all are enjoying these videos. I know I'm enjoying doing them for you again. And cool. So I'll see you guys again real soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.